Hey guys, this is CP Cards and Dice, and I'm getting together. Having used the 1967 season, Seaver's first start was April 13th, 1967, at home at Shea Stadium in Flushing, Queens, against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I'm going through this set that I bought a long time ago, whenever it came out a couple of years ago. That's not like that long ago, but I haven't really used it, and I'm going through the Pirates, and I'm just noticing I don't have Roberto Clemente in this pile, because when I kind of put them together, I didn't really look carefully, and I probably put him in a pile with the other teams that are near, like the I'd have to look and see who they would be with. Pittsburgh Pirates. So then I have to go through my whole set of cards now to find Roberto Clemente. I don't know who he would be with, probably the team before or team after that comes in this set. So could it be the Cardinals? MNOPQRS. Because you see, I didn't separate a lot of these. I just kind of, see that? They're all still together. And Tom Seaver passed today at the age of 75. He had Alzheimer's for a while, and he was not in public. He did not show up in at the 69 celebration with the Mets. A lot of interesting stories. Bud Harrelson and Tom Seaver, I put them together because they were roommates for many years. And Tom Seaver got a little apartment when he moved to New York with his wife, Cindy. I believe it was Cindy. He got a little apartment. I think it was Bayside, Queens, hop, skip, and a jump from Shea Stadium. Very quiet, suburban neighborhood. And he lived a very kind of humble life there as a first-time major leaguer. Yes, sirree. Very kind, humble guy, down to earth. Married his high school sweetheart, that type of guy. He was a prankster and a joker in the dugout all the time. Winner of multiple awards. I mean, I wanted to show you. Well, it's not with St. Louis. He's not with St. Louis. Hey there. How are you there, B.R. Wells? How are you, brother? I feel like I lost a family member. It's kind of weird. This is a great book by him. I mean, he's the guy who leads this book. It's written with Dick Schaap. He was a New York sports writer. But Seaver is the guy who really, you can tell that he's talking in a lot of this. And I think Schaap just kind of worked with Seaver and kind of listened to Seaver and put it into writing. But you can tell it's Seaver's words, So I can't start this game until I find Roberto Clemente, which is kind of annoying. And I'm going to go through this one more time. Make sure he's not here in this set. I cannot find Clemente. You can't play a Pittsburgh Pirate game of the 60s without Roberto Clemente. And Seaver, I'm going to play 28 batters in this game. Seaver pitches 6 innings, 6.1 innings, allows a couple of runs, strikes out 8 in his first outing. So even in his first outing ever in 67, I mean, he really stood out as a guy that could, overpower batters, even the best batters. Willie Stargell and Don Clendenin was on the Pirates, and Matty Alou, who didn't strike out very often. And so this is a little frustrating because I have to go through all these teams to find Roberto Clemente. Tribe Fan says he pulled out his scorecard for the 1967 season. For the game, the first game, Seaver's first game. I don't think Clemente would be in the D's with the Tigers. It'd have to be more towards the middle of the pack. I believe these are how are they? Let me take a quick look at. I think I have. Hold on. Let's see how. So I see how Strat-O-Matic packs these. I'm not sure how they organize them. Let's see, Baltimore. All right, Detroit, Oakland. Let me go to. Okay. This is going to help me. Chicago and L. Let's see who comes. Dodgers, Miami. They weren't around. Miami, Milwaukee. Phillies, Pittsburgh. Okay, let's look for the Phillies. He could be in the Phillies set because I'm looking for Roberto Clemente, which this was a hasty packing job, just kind of tearing apart because I wanted to put them in envelopes and store them and save them in envelopes. So now I'm looking for the Phillies. There they are, and let's see if Clemente got on the Philly bus. There he is. Got him. Roberto Clemente. He got on the wrong bus. He was in the wrong dugout. All right, we're right about. I'm going to print out a Digi dugout lineup because at the end I'm going to burn the scorecard in memory of Tom Seaver's passing. So let me just get this lineup very quickly here. It's going to be Alou, Wills. Let's see, Alou and Wills, Clemente and Stargell. Then it's Clendenin, Mazurowski, Gene Alley, and the pitcher Woody Fryman. So I'm going to put Woody Fryman to the side. And it's just this is a great little book. It has a scorecard of game. I believe this is Game 3 of the World Series. This was such an important game played on October 15th, 1969 for Tom Seaver. I believe it was this was Game 3 or Game 4. At Shea Stadium. And Tom Seaver dominated. He shut out the Baltimore Orioles with a six hitter. Innings pitched. 10 innings. Struck out 6. Base on balls 2. Earned runs off 1. Opponents hit off Seaver 6. He faced Cuellar in this game. And the final score, I believe, was 2-1 Mets in 10 innings. Seaver pitched 10 innings. Pretty amazing. And 1970. This was written by copyright 1970, Tom Seaver and Dick Schaap. When I was only 12, when I was a star of the Little League in Fresno, California, I had my heart set on becoming a big leaguer too. But when I was 16, the dream collapsed. I was a junior in high school then, a scrawny kid, barely 5'8" and 145 pounds. Not too strong and not too fast, not even skilled enough to make Fresno's High's varsity baseball team. Between the ages of 12 and 16, everyone else had grown up and I hadn't. I pitched for the Fresno junior varsity and told myself to forget about the big leagues. I wouldn't let myself build up a dream that could never come true. I said Cindy, his wife's name is Nancy. I'm sorry. I really like the beginning of this because it really shows how he was, Nancy and I went to a local candy store and she polished off a butterscotch sundae and I had a strawberry sundae. Then we hurried home and walked Slider, the poodle I bought Nancy 4 days after we were married in 1966. The poodle I'd named because of the way he walked, slipping off to one side like a well-pitched slider. At 10 o'clock, I watched 60 Minutes, the CBS News show, mostly because I wanted to see the report on the alleged brutalities in the Marine Corps brig at Camp Pendleton, California. I saw a man hung from a fence with handcuffs without his feet touching the ground. I heard the former chaplain of the brig say, I saw a man spread-eagled on the ground with his face in the dirt. I hated the Marine Corps boot camp. He spent time in the Marines. Here it is. This is the part about his apartment. I joined Nancy for dinner in our kitchen. We were living in a second-floor walk-up apartment in Bayside, Queens. Only 10 minutes away from Shea Stadium, we had a living room, a bedroom, a kitchen, and a bathroom, and it all came furnished. Not exactly our taste, sort of early Queens. Nancy served me one of my favorite meals, rare roast beef, rice, asparagus, and a huge green salad, and I drank 2 glasses of milk and a bottle of beer. A pretty odd combination, I admit. Honey, Nancy said, after we finished dinner, it's a big night. Let's go out and get an ice cream sundae. Anyway, gotta read this book again. So we're gonna get this game started. Going to use a Strat-O-Matic. We're going to pitch to exactly 20 batters, and then we're going to burn the scorecard. Let me get the Mets, the lineup. It's going to be Bosch and Jones and Boyer. Bosch and Jones and Boyer. And we're going to play straight up, simple, basic Strat-O-Matic. Ron Swoboda, Tommy Reynolds. I didn't see Ron Swoboda in this set. Oh, there he is. Okay, they did have him. All right, Ron Swoboda, Tommy Reynolds, Jerry Bushek, Jerry Grody, Buddy Harrelson, Tom's roommate early on, and later when they traveled on the road. And I'm going to separate the pitcher cards. I'm going to pick up a couple pitcher cards. And that's going to be it. I believe I have everybody there. So let me get the appropriate dice going. We'll throw 2 D6 and 1 white. We'll get that one 20-sided die, Strat-O-Matic Classic 20-sided die. Let me move stuff over. And put some stuff down here real quick. Put both pitchers up on the. Let me see. Let's get this down here. Put that aside. All right, so we're going to see the Pittsburgh Pirates against Tom Seaver. to start off the game. You know what? I'm just going to lay his card down so everybody can see it. He's going to pitch to 28 batters, and I'm going to grab the scorecard right now. I'm going to print it out from DigiDugout. They have every single scorecard printed out. And I'm going to put some
Everybody's coming down to meet the NETS Mets from New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering and they're cheering and they're jumping in their seats, where do they go? To meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we've got ourselves a ball from the Mets of New York town. Give them a yell, give them a hand, and let them know you're rooting and stand. Come on and beat the Mets, beat the Mets. Step right up and beat the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really something to ball. That goes over the east side, west side. Everybody's coming down to meet the NETS Mets of New York town.
I'm doing regular
Will be a shortstop and batting second. Charlie Neal at second base and batting third. Mike Thomas in right field and batting cleanup. Jeff Bell in right field and batting fifth. Neil Hodges playing first base and batting sixth. Don Zimmer will be at third base, batting seventh. Opie Landreth behind the plate. Opie will bat eighth. Pitching and batting ninth, right-arm right-hander Roger Gray. For the St. Louis Cardinals, and they feel they have a team that will be a strong contender for the National League Senate. Kurt Sweat will be in center field leading off. Julian Javier at second base, batting second. Bill White will be at third base, batting third. In right field, batting cleanup, Dan Matthews.
All right, we're right about to start the game. I'm using Strat-O-Matic Basic. Let me get a little bit more light on this. Let me quickly take a peek at the crowd here at Shea Stadium. This is April 13th, 1967. Seaver's first start. Let's see if we can get the 66, 77. Tom Seaver. Let me see if I can get his pitching logs for the day. That'll probably be the easiest way to do that. Yeah, April 13th, he goes 6 innings, 5.1 innings, 5.1 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, pitches to 28 batters, and that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to start off. I'm just looking for pitcher hitting cards on the side here. Have them somewhere. Pitcher hitting cards. Let's see if I can track them out of there. All right, Woody Fryman pitcher hitting card is a 2. Pitcher hitting card 2, and Tom Terrific is a pitcher hitting card 2 as well. So I'm going to get a couple of those cards out. A lot of 3s. These are all blank cards for Strat-O-Matic because they make the blank cards, but they don't make the actual. They can't put a name on it. I mean, come on. It's like you give me blank cards. Don't give me blank cards. I'm paying for cards with names on them. I'll pay you whatever you want. Just put all the names of the players on the cards. What's so hard about that? You're already making the cards. So if you make the cards, at least put the name of the guy on it. You know what the data is because it says it. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to go ranting on Strat-O-Matic again. That's a waste of my time. I'm like the most hated guy on the planet because I ask Strat-O-Matic to produce all the cards for all the players. What's so hard about that? And all the seasons on demand. Come on. That's just insecurity, man. That's just pure insecurity. If you're insecure about that, I feel sorry for you. I mean, you don't have the right to ask your company for whatever you want. Don't be ridiculous. All right, Tom Seaver, here's the first pitch. This is 1967 Tom Seaver. Let me look at Tom Seaver. 1967. Let's see here. Born 1944. So 54, 64. He's 20. 23-year-old right-hander with a tremendous fastball, and he's going to have quite a career. It looks like to me like he's going to have quite a career. And we're going to get the dice going here. The Memorial 28 batters for Tom Terrific. The first batter he faces Matty Alou. First batter is Matty Alou, Pittsburgh Pirates, April 13th. It's a day game. And here goes. That's going to be a 2. Actually, it's a 4, right? The white is the column. It's a 4 fly ball, shallow left field. Racing in is Tommy Reynolds, and that's the first out of the ball game. Tom Seaver records his first batter. Next is Maury Wills, and that is off the pitcher card, a 4-6, and that's popped up infield. Shortstop Buddy Harrelson settles under it and squeezes it for the out. So far, Tom Terrific is looking terrific. 2 up and 2 down, and here comes Roberto Clemente. Man, I can visualize Tom Seaver pitching to Roberto Clemente. He must have been feeling some serious butterflies. You know, here he is, a 23-year-old who never thought he'd make it to the major leagues, pitching in the major leagues. And he's facing probably one of the best hitters in the history of baseball. Pitch to Clemente. It's going to be off Clemente, 3-5, and that is line base hit center field. A rope off the bat of Clemente, and Seaver's thinking, wow, this guy can hit. Willie Stargell. That's a 110, and that is, we're going to have to roll. That is a deep drive, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall. Clemente's going to score, and hustling around second base is Stargell. Here's the throw, and not in time, so it's a triple for Willie Stargell. And after the 2 quick outs, Tom Terrific faces probably 2 of the most intimidating batters in that era, Roberto Clemente and Willie Stargell back-to-back, and Stargell picks up a RBI triple with 2 outs. Here comes Don Clendenin now. And that is a 2 and a 5, and that is going to be lined and caught by the shortstop. So Seaver allows 1 run on 2 hits. And here come the Mets. So he faced 5 batters. And it's going to be Don Bosch, Cleon Jones, and Ken Boyer against Woody Fryman. Here's a pitch to Don Bosch, 1-0 Pirates. It's a 1 and a 4, and this is a chopper. Second baseman Mazurowski's there. 1 away. Cleon Jones. That's a 6 and a 5, and that is a deep drive off the bat of Jones, and that ball is going to carry, and that's out of here. Cleon Jones ties the ball game up with a solo shot off a Woody Fryman slime ball. A lot of these guys back then threw all kinds of spitballs and slime balls, and they were allowed to do that. Kenny Boyer. What the heck? How did that happen? That was weird. 3-9er, and that is going to be off of Boyer. 3-9. That's a ground ball, sharply hit to the shortstop. And Ali scoops it up, fires to first, 2 out. 1-1 now, thanks to Cleon Jones. Seaver comes over, gives him a pat on the back. Thanks, Cleon, for tying it up for me. Here's Ron Swoboda, and that is a 2-5, and that's line base hit, left center field. Cut off by Alu. 2-out single. Swoboda's on at first. Next is Tommy Reynolds. The pitch from Fryman, that's a 6 and a 5, and that is a deep drive off the bat of Reynolds, and that ball is out of here. 3-1 Mets. Tommy Reynolds connects for a 2-run shot. Holy smokes, and we're going to got to double check that. Left fielder picks up that RBI, and this was the left fielder picked up that RBI. And holy cow, it's going to be a 6-6, and we got to double check that. No, it was a 6-5. It was a 6-5, I'm pretty sure. Because I know I rolled that D20, and I think it banged into that one. And it was a 6-5, and a 13 is a home run. All right. So and we'll double check that. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It doesn't matter. We're doing 28 batters for Tom Seaver. Next is Jerry Grody. Oh, no, it's actually – wait a second. Jerry Bushek. Here's a pitch from Fryman. That's a 1-2, and that's a pop-up behind the plate. Foul ground. Catcher is Gonder, Jesse Gonder. He's there, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. And they lead it 3-1. Here comes Tom Terrific. He's going to face Mazurowski, Ali, and Gonder. Here's the pitch to Mazurowski. And that's a 6-4. So a 6-4 is a fly ball left field. Tommy Reynolds is there, puts it away. Gene Alley's next. That's a 2-6, and that is a ground ball. Chopped to shortstop. Harrelson waits back, now charges, fires to first, and gets Alley by half a step. Pitch. Now it's Gonder. Oh, I didn't see Gonder. Did I find? Do they have Gonder? I may have to create a replacement for Gonder because I didn't see him. Let's see if he's in here. Gonder. No, usually they don't have the guys that you need. So we're going to catch Jerry May is going to be Gonder. So Gonder's card is going to be Jerry May's card. They probably batted about the same anyway. Well, actually, this guy batted 2. Let me see if they have another catcher. And then I'll look at Gonder and see which catcher is closer to Gonder. Pagliaroni. Let's see. Pagliaroni batted 200. I think that Pagliaroni is closer to Gonder. Let's check out Gonder real quick. And let's see. Jesse Gonder batted in 1967. Jesse Gonder, his last season, he had 45 at bats, so of course. Batted 139. All right. So if it's off Seaver's card is a strikeout. If it's off of Pagliaroni's card, it'll be whatever it is. All right, it's going to be a 2-6, and that is a ground ball to the third baseman. Boyer up with it, fires to first in time, 3 up, 3 down for Tom Terrific. And here come the Mets. I get some sound in the back. I hate to hear it so quiet. Let's get a little bit of sound in the background. All right, Jerry Grody, Buddy Harrelson, and Tom Terrific. Here's a pitch from Woody Fryman. That's a 3-8, and that is line base hit. For Jerry Grody's on at first. Buddy Harrelson's next. That's a 1-5, and that's a fly ball. Center field. 2 down. Tom Terrific is going to swing. And that is a 6-9er, and that's ball 4. So Terrific walks. Tom Terrific walks. That's runners on first and second with only 1 out. Fryman had a ERA of 4.06. Don Bosch is up. And that's a 3-12. A 3-12 is a fly ball center field for out number 2. That's a B, so nobody advances. And here comes Cleon Jones, who homered in his first at bat. That's a 5 and a 7. That's a ground ball, second base X. And the second baseman is Mazeroski. He's a 1 second baseman. And that is a 10. I may have to check on him. Oh, wait. That's not, wait, I'm playing basic. So basic is different. Let me see. Basic is different, right? Second base. I don't remember how to do that. Wait a second. Yeah, I don't remember how to do that. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is, Mazeroski is a second base 1. I rolled a 10, but then I don't have that other number. The number's on his other side, his backside. So I'm just going to use his backside number because that's the only way I remember how to do this. So he has an error rating of E18. So we're going to roll 2d6. And it's a 6. And it's going to be a boot. So Mazeroski boots it, and that's going to load the bases. E4. Bases loaded for Kenny Boyer. And that's a 6 off of Fryman, a 6-4, and that's a strikeout. So it gets Kenny Boyer to end the inning. The Mets leave the bases loaded. And that's no runs and 1 hit. We've got the top of the third. Tom Seaver is going to face the last place hitter and then the 2 top hitters, Alou and Maury Wills. Here's the pitch from Tom Terrific. And that's a 4-9er. A 4-9er is a ground ball shortstop X. So the shortstop, I hate these X results. Because then you got to look at all this data. E34. So he's a 2. And that's a 1. That's going to be a base hit. Shortstop, a 1. He's a 2. It's a single. So that gets by Buddy Harrelson for a single for Woody Fryman in the hole. And here's Matty Alou. And that is a 3 and an 8. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, Harrelson, who flips to Bushek. And that's for a fielder's choice, no throw to first. But Alou's on at first. Alou's a B base stealer. So a B base stealer. Let's see if we can try to steal here. It says a B is a 1 to 13. And in basic, I don't think there's any. Oh, they're holding them on, so that would be an 11, I believe. A 1 to an 11. There he goes, and the throw down in time, and Jerry Grody guns him. And that is going to, with Maury Wills up, that's going to be, I guess, a 2-6, caught stealing. And here's Maury Wills. And that's a 5-10. That's strike 3. That's the first K for Tom Terrific. He's going to keep that ball. So Tom has gone 9, 10, 11 batters so far. He leads it by a score of 3-1. Mets have hit a couple of home runs. One by Cleon Jones in the first inning, and Tommy Reynolds followed that with a 2-run shot in that same first inning. And here is the no runs, 1 hit. And the bottom of the third, here goes. Ron Swoboda. That's a 6-6, and that is going to be a line drive, left center field, cut off. And Swoboda's on with a single. He's 2 for 2 today. And he's a D base stealer, so he won't be going. Tommy Reynolds is up next. That's a 4 and an 8. And that's a base hit. And Swoboda is going to stop at second base. First and second. Back-to-back singles. So Woody Fryman's really struggling. Here's the pitch to Jerry Bushek. And that's a 1 and an 8. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. He steps on third, cross the diamond. And that's going to be a 5-5-3 double play. And Tommy Reynolds is at second base now. For Jerry Grody, here's the pitch to Grody. And Grody with a 5-6. 5-6 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. So the Mets, no runs, 2 hits. They lead it 3-1. We go to the top of the fourth. Seaver is going to pitch to Clemente Stargell and Clendenin. Clemente and Stargell singled and Stargell tripled home Clemente in the first inning. So Seaver struggled against these 2 elite batters. Here's the pitch. See how he does this time around. It's going to be a 4 and an 8, and that's a fly ball. Right field. Backpedaling is Jones, and he gets under it. 1 away. Willie Stargell is next. Tripled off the center field wall. That's a 2-5, and that's a swing and a miss. And Seaver gets his revenge, strikes out Stargell for his second strikeout. Don Clendenin, and that is a 4-6, and that's popped up middle of the infield. Harrelson calling for it, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. Tom Terrific has retired 5 in a row now. Woody Fryman against Buddy Harrelson. Pitch to Harrelson. That's going to be a 6 and a 7, and that is lined and caught by the shortstop. Third baseman, excuse me. L5. Here's Tom Terrific. Terrific walked in his first at bat. 1-6er. That's a strikeout. 2 away. And here's Don Bosch. And that is a 6-7. And that's lined and caught by the third baseman, L5. 3 up, 3 down. A lot of line drives in Strat-O-Matic. A whole lot of line drives. Like when you play Strat-O-Matic and you go to another game, it's like you're saying, there's not enough line drives in this game. But I don't think there are all that many line drives in the game. I mean, not as many as you get from Strat-O-Matic. Seems to be a lot of line drives in this game. So top of the 5th, Seaver's going to face Mazurowski, Ali, and Gonder. Gonder, who's got another card. I don't know. I put another catcher there, but it's Gonder. 1-8, and that's lined and caught by shortstop Harrelson. Gene Alley, it's a 1-12, and that's a fly ball right field. Hooking away from Cleon Jones and makes a nice running catch in foul ground. Right up against the wall. Not much foul ground here at Shea Stadium. Jesse Gonder. And that is a 6 and a 4, and that is a fly ball, shallow left field. Right there is Reynolds, 3 up, 3 down, and Seaver's retired 8 in a row. Seaver's got 17 batters so far. Woody Fryman's going to face Cleon Jones, Kenny Boyer, and Ron Swoboda. April 13th, 1967. The Mets are up 3-1. This is Tom Seaver's first major league start. Living in a small apartment with his wife Nancy in Bayside, Queens. Cleon Jones with a 1-6, and that is a ground ball. Fielded by Alley. Throw to first is high. Nice stretch by Clendenin. 1 away. Kenny Boyer now, and that's a 1-10, and that is a ball 4. Kenny Boyer trots down to first base. Here comes Ron Swoboda, who's 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3? And that's a 4-6, and that is going to be his 3rd hit of the game, base hit. And that is going to move Boyer to third base. So a single in the gap, cut off by the center fielder, Alou. Gets it in quickly, and Boyer makes it to third. Runners on first and third, 1 out, and here comes Tommy Reynolds. And that is a 2-6, and that is lined and caught by the second baseman, Mazurowski. Another line out. Holy smokes. Every other out seems to be a line out. Here's Jerry Bushek with runners on first and third. That's a 2 and a 9er, and that is strike 3. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, top of the 6th. Mets are up 3-1. Tom Terrific, his first start, passed away at age of 75 in California. He had a beautiful ranch in California. He was a wine grower. Woody Fryman. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 5-12. Ground ball, comebacker. Stabbed. Seaver throws to first. 1 away. Matty Alou now. And that's a 3 and a 5. And that is a chopper to second base. Bushek charges and throws out Alou. 2 out. That is, he's retired 10 in a row. Maury Wills. That's a 2 and a 6, and that is lined and base hit. So Wills is on at first. He's an A base stealer. There he goes. And a 12, 1-17, minus 215, and he is, wait, no, it's 1-15, minus 213. We roll a 12. He steals second base. So Maury Wills is on at second for Roberto Clemente. 2 outs. Seaver's going to reach back for a little extra, see what happens. And that is a 3 and a 7. And that is a line drive. And it is a base hit. But Wills is going to have to stop at third base. Frozen rope. One hopper to the left fielder. And Wills must have tripped up or something. Who knows? Willie Stargell now with runners on first and third and 2 out. So Seaver's in a little bit of a jam. Here's the pitch to Stargell. Stargell in the first inning hit a deep drive that went off the top of the wall for a triple off of Seaver, driving in Roberto Clemente. So Stargell is the cause of the only run against Seaver. And here he is again with runners on first and third. The tying runs on base. Mets are up 3-1 in the top of the 6th. There's 2 outs. Can Seaver get Willie Stargell out? That's a 2. That's going to be off Stargell. That is trouble. An 8 is strike 3, and Seaver reaches back for a little extra and strikes out Willie Stargell. Big pitch. No runs and 2 hits. Mets are up 3-1. So Seaver is showing the nerve of a veteran here in his first start. 23-year-old right-hander that is really showing life in his fastball that I haven't seen in a while. And I expect him to have a very long and successful career. Bottom of the 6th. Woody Fryman against Jerry Grody. Jerry Grody's 1 for 2. He's singled and struck out. Buddy Harrelson and again Tom Terrific. And that's a 6 and a 7. And that is going to be a line drive to the third baseman, L5. Third baseman, Maury Wills getting a lot of action. Holy smokes. Buddy Harrelson, a 6 and a 4. That's strike 3. 2 out. And here comes Tom Terrific. And that's a 2 and an 8, and that's strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. And Woody Fryman struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 so far. No runs, no hits. We go to the 7th. So far we've got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, top of the 7th, Don Clendenin against Tom Terrific. Don Clendenin is going to be a big part of the 1969 Mets. It's an emotional tabletop baseball game tonight for me, folks. 6-7. And that is a potential base hit, and it is. Ground ball up the middle and through. Bosch gets it in. Bill Mazeroski. That is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th hit allowed by Tom Terrific. That's a 6 and a 4. And a 6 and a 4 is a fly ball left field. Tommy Reynolds is there, squeezes it for the out, and Gene Alley. And that's a 1 and 11, and that is popped up, middle of the infield. Buddy Harrelson calls for it. I got it. And here comes Jesse Gonder, a 3-8, and that is a ground ball. Scoop by Harrelson, throw to first low. Nice scoop by Swoboda, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. Bottom of the 7th. Mets are up 3-1. Woody Fryman's going to face Bosch, Cleon Jones, and Kenny Boyer. That's a 2 and a 9, and that is a strikeout. 1 down. Cleon Jones is next. A 1 and a 5, and that is a potential line drive, and it's caught by the second baseman. Another line drive to the second baseman, Mazurowski. Mazurowski and Wills have been kept busy with line drives. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 line drives, and 1, 2, 7 line drives. Okay. Kenny Boyer. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Fryman. That's a 3 and a 4, and that is ripped to short, scooped by Alley. Fires the first in time, and that is 3 up, 3 down for Woody Fryman. And here we go. This may be it, folks, for Seaver, and we will burn this scorecard in effigy. That's going to be who's up? Hold on a second. It's going to be Woody Fryman is going to bat. One second. Oh, well, this is I used the word effigy, and that's the wrong word. So I have to retract that word. In memoriam would be a more appropriate word. In effigy is the opposite of what I wanted to say. Let me get back to where I was here. Okay, so Woody Fryman, we're going to get a pinch hitter for Woody Fryman. And let's see, we got to go to the Pirates. And let's see who we're going to get here. I guess we're going to bring in Jose Pagan to pinch hit. So Pagan is in there. He's going to face Tom Terrific. Seaver this is his 27th batter. His 28th batter is next. 2-5, and that's going to be a line drive base hit. Seaver's down to his last batter. It's going to be Matty Alou. And that's a 3-8. That's a ground ball to shortstop Harrelson, who flips to Bushek at second for the force. 6-4. And Seaver goes 28 batters. This is where he's removed in the game. His first start in the major leagues.
1967, the second game of the year. Don Cardwell had started opening day, and I was pitching against the Pirates. And we won the ball game, but I think the score was 3-2. I was taken out by Wes Westerman. At the time, about the 7th or 8th inning, Chuck Estrada came in and threw up a double play ball, and we went on to score a run in the 8th or 9th inning or something like that. We ended up winning my first ball game that I ever pitched in the major leagues. We won. I didn't get credit for the win, but I participated in a winning effort. That was certainly a memorable event for me.
Take care, Tom.